Picture this. You are Mohamed Salah. You have two options. One option is to stay at Liverpool and try to fight so that Liverpool can win another Premier League title. Or you have to leave Liverpool and go to Egypt and try to make Egypt win another AFCON. There's two options, but there is no easiest option to choose because one, if you don't stay at Liverpool, Liverpool fans are going to be mad at you, and if they ended up not winning the league, but they believe that if you were there, you were going to help them challenge for the title or win it. But also, if you are not going to represent your country, people in your country are not going to like you for obvious reasons. So here's the situation we have. CAF decided that they're going to play AFCON between January and February. Traditionally, it's always been that. And then 2017, this is where they were like, okay, let's try and play it in June. But the problem with that, they couldn't actually allow that to happen all the time because of the weather issues that we have in Africa. So in Africa, it's always cold most of the time when it's around the time of the year in June and July, and not all the countries can able to host that based on the condition. Some of the countries have the worst weather when it comes to rains, a lot of cold and all of this stuff. So it's usually the problem when it comes to the time of the year for CAF. But then moving the AFCON back to January and Feb, it's also a problem. So CAF decided that the best solution is we're going to make sure that we start the AFCON in the mid of December and finish it early June, January, which is going to be a good thing because if you look at that early January feature, this is where some of the teams will be playing FA Cup, and also some of them will be playing Carabao Cup semi-finals, going to the finals, and then you're getting ready to start the Champions League knockout stages. So what's actually CAF can do to try and minimize the issue that they can also allow some of the biggest African stars to come and play in the tournament? I think option number one, just go to FIFA and ask FIFA to make like a 4-week break in the mid-season in the year that you will decide that you're going to play the AFCON. Maybe FIFA might allow that, so it's going to be easy for teams to actually allow the players to go and represent their country, which is kind of a catch-22 if you look at it, because think about this. When you look at the rules of FIFA actually have a rule that's actually make the tell the teams that teams are allowed to actually release players and to go and represent their countries. But when you look at that, this is not the thing that most teams are actually looking at it and like, we are going to do this, we are going to apply to this rule and making sure that our stars are going all the way. For example, if you're looking at the Anguissa case with Cameroon, he's playing for Napoli, and the Napoli president did say that he's not really willing to let Anguissa go and play in the AFCON because clubs are the one that's paying the big salaries for players, which is a point for me. I'm like, this one is actually good. But then, whose problem is it at the end of the day? And in my view, I feel like CAF is the one that's actually tried to do something. But CAF is not like they've been sitting down, folding their hands, not trying to do anything. They did try to do something. That's why this year we're going to have an AFCON that starts in the mid-December and end in the mid-Jan. So they were trying to fix all those issues. But also, if you are a team in the Premier League, this is one of your busiest schedules because the Christmas schedule and the New Year's Eve schedule is always busy. And after that, you have to start the FA Cup and a lot of things. But then, looking at other European leagues, it's also a chance where they can start to prepare for the Champions League knockouts for the teams that are in Champions League. So how can CAF actually change this? For example, I think CAF needs to make sure that they put together a list of countries that have a good weather around June, July. If they can get teams that have a good weather around June, July, it's going to be a first step of solving the problem for them. That means they know out of 54, I'll make an example, we probably have 15 to 20 countries that can able to host the tournament around June, July. And then it's because they can able to provide like the good surface in terms of the fields, in terms of infrastructure, and mostly the weather is aligned with the tournament. You don't want the weather that is going to rain too much around those times. So that means summer is actually good for North African countries and South Africa because those countries around summer is okay, it's not too hot. But if you're going to West Africa, Central Africa, this is a problem around summer as well because this is where it's extra hot. It's going to be a problem for them as people are complaining with the weather sometimes. So it's going to be a problem in that. So I think the biggest option that they need to do is to talk to FIFA and say to FIFA, can we able to maybe get a mid-season break that we can actually use for African stars to come and play the tournament? Or option number 2, let's just restructure the whole thing, cancel the tournament every 2 years, and just make sure that the tournament is every 4 years, so that at least you'll find a gap and it's not a consistent problem that you have to deal with when it comes to European countries. Because the truth is, Europeans don't even respect AFCON. You hear the way they speak. Like, there was a time where there was a lot of things that were happening. Jimmy Carragher said, Mo Salah might not even win the Ballon d'Or because if you're playing AFCON, this is not a tournament that actually is going to give you the kind of caliber when it comes to the Ballon d'Or nominee. And then, not so long ago, Klopp as well, Jurgen Klopp, former Liverpool coach, also said tournament is just a AFCON is just a little tournament in Africa. And now the Napoli president is also complaining about AFCON. So if all those people are complaining about AFCON playing in January and Feb, and now it's December and Jan, doesn't change anything to them because they're paying the salaries of the players. So I think with that option, maybe do this every 4 years. It's going to give them a time to forget about this. And then when it's happened again, it's happened every 4 years. Because think about it, if it's happened every 2 years, it's going to be a problem for them. Because I don't want to lie to you. If these things happen every 2 years and I'm a president of the team that is challenging for the league and the Champions League, this might be a problem for me because I don't want to see my stars leaving my team mid-season every 2 years. But if they do that once every 4 years, I think I might have like a soft spot for this and say, maybe you can go and represent your country. So for me, I feel like CAF needs to do some changes on the side, making sure that they try to come up with other solution. I know they haven't been sitting folding hands. They tried to do this before, even though we got a vote to play it in June, July in 2017, but we never stuck to the dates because of the weather changes in Africa and the conditions that we are playing under. So I think this is the problem that is going to be for African football going forward, because I think if they can collaborate with FIFA, making sure that people take the African football seriously, I think this is going to help a lot of players and lots of countries to have their superstars when they're playing AFCON. So it's going to give them a chance to able maybe win the tournament or challenge for it, so that it's not always the guys that are allowed to come. Because in this tournament, the guys that have the squad that doesn't have to struggle with the European clubs, it's going to be easy for them because most of the leagues in Africa, they stop around AFCON. So if you enjoy the video, you want to add something, or you want to just participate in the conversation, make sure that you comment below and then you like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.